All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back updates and information as it is hot. It's early morning. This time I've decided to be adding Jara to the information I've been bringing to you, and I've decided that every morning I'll be bringing you early morning news, early morning info. This one I'll be bringing you headlines of all information all over the world. Let's go down. I say good morning to you. It is the 6th of August, and I hope that you are enjoying your month of August. And I pray for you that August visit that is good must visit you. As it be, how intelligence security agencies uncovered plan to hijack protest. This one is coming from the SSS. How they were able to uncover plans of some hoodlums who wanted to hijack the end governance protest. But some people are of this opinion that there are some plans, even by government officials, to make this protest to be as if the people are looting and destroying things just to be able to stop them. Another information, the NDDC urges youth to register for 6 billion training scheme, 6 billion naira training scheme. This one is coming from the NDDC, Niger Delta Development Commission, have called on youth to register for 6 billion naira training scheme. And my question is, hope this 6 billion is going to be used for what the money is assigned for. Of course, you know the country called NIG. Most of our politicians na ndị owowono. 2 students who hacked MTN computer granted 100 million naira bail. Of course, I brought you this information the other time that there were these students, both of them are of Yoruba origin, who hacked MTN database, and they were able to steal billions of naira data worth billions of naira. They stole in billions. I think 109 something, either 1.9 billion worth of data that these children stole. They were just two with other of their team. They stole it from MTN. And my question is, how did these children manage to hack into the MTN server? I think government should not only be of the opinion of gelling people. Let them look into them too, because for these guys to have done that, they must have something upstairs. As it be exclusive, First Bank sacks over 100 employees after 40 billion naira fraud freezes their personal accounts. Information has it that First Bank manager, let me zoom down to the full detail of that particular information. First Bank manager stole about 40 billion naira from First Bank and disappeared with his wife. Up until now, they have not been able to find the man. But some people who are linked to the fraud has been captured, and their personal account has been frozen by First Bank. Let's go down to the full detail of that information. First Bank sacked over 100 employees in July 2024, 4 months after discovering that Tijani Mus Adeyinka, a manager on the operation team, allegedly diverted 4 billion naira over 2 years. In details first reported by Tech Cabal. Adeyinka, who is still on the run, used his authorization to approve chargebacks to accounts he controlled. 2 people with direct knowledge of the matter claim that at least 120 employees, including full-time and contract staff of First Bank Large Operation Department, were given termination letters in July. The head of transaction at the time was also fired. This one is coming from First Bank. As it be, Iran-Israel war, when U.S. Navy lost its control and sunk Iran's British origin warship, sending Tamors in Tehran. This one is coming direct from Iran. On the ongoing jump, as it is now, they said candidates with low score in 2024 UTME will be considered for admission. So here it. That's why I told you that early morning I go to bring you all kinds of information so that anyone that favors you, you can take it. But from evening time or from afternoon time, I go to bring you only matters where we say it concern the Obodo of Biafra. So in case you wrote jump and your score is very low, don't be afraid. The UTME has agreed that they will be considering, JAMB has agreed that the candidates who wrote the 2024 UTME who, with low score will also be considered. This one is University of Ibadan. They say they will consider their candidate. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. As it is, Obasanjo don't touch light on the importation of fuel, saying that fuel importers will frustrate Dangote. Of course, you know that when Dangote was about building his refinery, I think he believed that since Nigeria is oil producing country or crude producing country, that he will be getting his crude in Nigeria, refine it and sell it in Nigeria, so that Nigerians can buy it at cheaper rate. Of course, you know, before this crude are being exported outside the country where they are refined, and we buy them back again. And I wonder what kind of business procedures is that. And Obasanjo has torchlighted that those who are into crude importation will try their best to frustrate the efforts of Dangote, the business mogul. Protest Kaduna Zaria boil over 70 billion lost in 5 days. Make I touchlight you for that information. They say 70 billion naira lost in 5 days. Let's go down to the full detail of the information. The nationwide protest against hunger in the country turned riotous in Kaduna and Zaria yesterday, compelling the state government to declare dusk to dawn curfew. Aside from Kaduna, the protest also continued in Lagos, Abuja, Jos, Benin, Kano, and Zamfara, despite President Bola Tinubu's nationwide broadcast on Sunday. Meanwhile, losses to the economy have been estimated at over 700 billion in the first 5 days of protests against hardship, while 600 billion was recorded in Lagos. Kanu lost over 100 billion. The Association of Small Businesses Owner of Nigeria, Asborn and Kanu Chamber and Commerce and Industry, KACCIMA, declared yesterday miscreants hijacked protests, loot shops in Kaduna. Miscreants and other criminal elements hijacked the protests in Kaduna, unleashing terror and unsuspecting citizens by breaking into shops and snatching cell phones. One of the miscreants in Kowo area of Kaduna North met his Waterloo as a mob beat him to stupor before handing him to the security agencies. Of course, you can see that the protest has turned to become something else. While in Kanu and in Kaduna, a lot of people has been seen carrying the Russian flag, and upon that, the Russian embassy have opened up on that particular matter. Let's go down to what the Russian embassy is saying, because they are saying this to defend themselves, that they have no hand. The Russian embassy in Nigeria on Monday said Russia is not involved and does not coordinate the activities of those waving its flag during the End Bad Governance protest in Nigeria. The End Bad Governance protest, which began on 1st August, continued for the 5th day on Monday, with some demonstrators waving the Russia flag and chanting slogans demanding the removal of President Bola Tinubu as they marched on major streets in part of the northern Nigeria. The Nigerian government has said it will not tolerate calls for coup or protesters waving foreign flag. Chief of Defense Staff Christopher Musa said flying foreign flags by marchers is a treasonable offense and it will be viewed and treated as such. As you can see, the rage has so far left about 13 people dead nationwide according to Amnesty International, but the public have insisted that only 7 died, while also blaming the fatalities on terrorists, a local vigilante, and a reckless driver who ran his car into a crowd. More than 600 people have been arrested, and the army expressed readiness to help in stopping the protests if they turn violent. On Monday, the State Security Service SSS arrested tailors who alleged sold Russian flags being distributed and waved during the End Bad Government protest in Kano State. As you can see, the matter has started escalating from protests, peaceful protests, to something else. And for me, sometimes you find that some of these peaceful protests that tends to lead to eradicating bad government somehow ends up becoming chaotic, even though that the government we have in Africa have decided not to learn from the past experience. I don't think that the government should push the citizens to the wall, to the extent of the citizens finding ways to protest, and from this protest you see things being destroyed and the rest of them. So I think the government should learn from their past mistake and make sure that this time such things as this should not repeat itself. And there are some policies that the government of this nation are making. Of course, if you look at the policy, you find that there is no way this policy is helping the life of the citizens. Of course, the citizens should come first. Whatever uh, whatever the government is doing, whatever they want to achieve, let it not be personal ambition. Let it be what is going to better the life of the citizens. The government removes fuel subsidy. Upon removing fuel subsidy, the prices of everything is going high. Taxes and widen the taxes and the rest of them, and you see that the citizens are not being favored. Then why not do it to favor the citizens? Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. As it is, Taylor that is sewing Russian flag in Kano has been arrested by the DSS. I told you today is another morning. On another information, the Tigress brace for American Challenge in Olympic quarterfinals. Of course, the Tigress basketball players won their opposition team, Canada, to qualify for the quarterfinals, and after the quarterfinals, they will be going for the finals. And we pray for the Tigress that they will make it to the end. Meanwhile, let me wind down the curtain as it is. In case it's your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news is dropping, you will be the first to take it. Thank you for listening. God bless you marvelously.